What would you do if someone murdered your only child? Most people would want revenge, but this is not a story about revenge. This is a story about a father, a gang, a 14-year-old boy, and a choice that changes thousands of lives. Welcome to Not Rotten Mango, a special series on this channel where we share true stories of kindness, forgiveness, and human courage. Today's story begins in San Diego, in 1995. It's January 21st. Tariq Khamisa is 20 years old, a bright, kind college student. He delivers pizza on the side to help cover school costs. That night he's making a routine delivery to an apartment building, but inside that building, something goes terribly wrong. A 14-year-old boy named Tony Hicks, a member of a street gang, is waiting with a gun. Tariq is shot and killed. It's a senseless, cold-blooded murder. Tony becomes the first 14-year-old in California tried as an adult for murder. And Tariq's father, Azim Khamisa, is left completely shattered. Azim doesn't eat for days, he doesn't speak to anyone. All he can think is, why would a child do this? But instead of being swallowed by hate, Azim makes a decision that shocks everyone. He says, there were victims at both ends of that gun. The boy who killed my son was also a victim. He chooses forgiveness, not because it's easy, but because he believes revenge will only cause more pain. Then he does something even more unbelievable. He reaches out to Tony's grandfather, a man named Ples Felix. Ples is heartbroken too. He raised Tony, he blames himself. Instead of becoming enemies, these two grieving men become partners. Together, Azim and Ples create the Tariq Khamisa Foundation, named after the son who was lost. Their mission? To stop youth violence before it starts. They visit schools across America. Azim tells students his story. Ples talks about how he failed to guide Tony. They teach forgiveness, empathy, and nonviolence. And incredibly, Tony Hicks, now an adult, also becomes part of this journey. After years in prison, he apologizes sincerely to Azim. Azim accepts. They even meet face to face. Tony is now free, and works to help other kids avoid the life he once lived. One boy pulled the trigger, one father chose peace, and one act of forgiveness turned a murder into a movement. This is what healing can look like. This is what Not Rotten Mango is all about. If you found this story powerful, subscribe for more real stories of moral courage and human strength. Not all headlines are dark, some are full of light, and we're here to share them. Did you understand this story? If you did, answer these questions in the comments. Who was Tariq Khamisa? What happened to him in 1995? How old was Tony Hicks when the crime happened? What surprising decision did Tariq's father, Azim, make? What did Azim and Tony's grandfather do together after the tragedy? Thank you for watching, and for more listening practice with real stories, check out the Not Rotten Mango playlist.